Maybe when we're finished with this wall. Yeah. How long do you think it would take us to get done the wall? Two? Get some water. Come on. We've already made it a little ways, huh?
Yeah, about 6 feet, 8 feet already, 10 feet per section. We've got enough to do probably the whole rest of this wall. Getting there.
What?
Go ahead and tell them we're putting up the horse panel.
It's like 30 feet, Dad.
Yeah, awesome. 35, 36. So what are we doing? This is a kick plate, kick panel for horses. Go all the way around the barn. It'll be 4 feet off the ground, so they can't kick through into the metal. So this will keep them from kicking through, so they won't be able to do damage, and they'll be able to rub up on it and all that stuff. It'll be solid enough for them to lean on it, and they won't kick through it. Or if they do break it, just one panel, just replace that one. Move on. We've secured the barn up. All the walls are tight again. They were not last week. That's we're ready to go. You can see the finished product, what it looks like here, down the row. And this is basically our indoor arena. It's kind of small, but we can work in here when sessions are, when there's bad weather outside and such.
I mean, honestly, Scott, these are your two gates right here. Didn't Neil come up with, didn't Neil come up with a template?
Not yet.
Where's a pair of gloves over here?
There might be one on the wood pile. Maybe just were. Otherwise, there might be some on the UTV.
I found one on the wood pile. So what are you gonna have these kids do?
I don't know.
They can't be bored, because then they won't come back. Is there another power drill I can go up to the house? Knock this out really quick?
Yeah.
Okay, and then where's that recom plug?
I don't know.
I took that from the ducks.
Anyone watching? Pretty neat, isn't it?
You have to keep people engaged. Right here. Oh my god, don't play with that. That's so bad. Don't try that.
Note to self. Don't cut straight edges with the chainsaw. Kind of goes. Woo woo.
So this is what I'm using. I'm pre-drilling some holes so that you can then screw them in.
You know the template.
Makes the process go a lot faster. So right here we have a template. It's so it has the pre-drilled holes. So like right there. So then I put it on this other piece of wood, and I can use a smaller drill to pre-drill the holes. So just like that, and then if I don't go as deep maybe as I need to, I can come back with the drill and go back there. You really should have at least 2 people so that one person can hold this, but that's alright. So that's a lot better. Like right here, now my holes are much more defined. Okay, and then I take it over here, and it's prepped so that he can just grab it and go. Try to have the less fringy end of the at the top. It'll give it a cleaner look. So if you look at this right here, we have the, and I'm trying to keep this clean because this is what your eye will see. That's what you'll be drawn to. So like right there, that's what you want to avoid.
We're probably gonna put a little tiny shelf on part of this so we can have like gear and stuff, obviously, like whatever, water and stuff. You can just put it up here. But for right now, we're just trying to get the infrastructure in. So we'll probably try to clean it up a little bit, but it is just for horses, so.
So now this is him. So here are all the pre-drilled holes with the wood, and then he takes them, screws them in. So at Home Safe Horses, we're a Christian nonprofit horse sanctuary, and we invite kids from all over West Tennessee, really wherever you're willing to drive from. And we teach you about Jesus and horses, and we connect the dots between the two. We start on the ground with safety, and then we work our way into basic riding. So this is so that we can ride back here safely, and you don't have to worry about getting your knees. So like on this side, we have very large boards, and if you're riding really close to the wall, you could get your knees kind of caught on these, versus this side now, where you can't get caught on anything. Okay. This is my pre-drill. Okay. Alright. This is my pre-drilled piece of wood that I'm putting on top. I'm going to line it up with this other board underneath. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just like that. Let's check. This is just a little less time consuming.
favorite thing about the ranch? Yeah, you. Horses.
Yeah,
Favorite
probably.
horse?
I like Faith a lot. She has one eye. And then I really I like Twix, who was our first horse to ever arrive. She was from a meat auction. And then I like Abednego, who's fully blind, and she can still be ridden and worked with and everything. I like Lainey. Molly is cool. I used to do a lot of stuff with her. Yeah, it just depends a lot on what you're trying to do as well, for me.
So what events do we have coming up?
We have summer camp, Blind Faith Summer Camp, June 1st to the 3rd and the 15th through the 17th of 2026, where we're going to be using some of our blind and half-blind horses to introduce kids to Jesus and horsemanship skills that maybe they're not super familiar with. We're going to be doing some more advanced stuff in our 15th through the 17th for 11 to 18-year-olds, and then our first camp, the 1st to the 3rd, is for our 6 to 10-year-olds.
Well, we're getting there. We're about halfway done with this wall, which is pretty impressive because it's really like 6 to 8 inches at a time, each one. But it's kind of like when you come together as a team or even as a herd of horses, when you have one, it's not so great. It doesn't provide much coverage and it doesn't provide much strength. When you start adding pieces to pieces to pieces and start building something like a herd, you put a big herd together, guess what happens? You add strength. They become more powerful. Same with the wall. Individual planks, add them together and they become more powerful. So it's kind of a cool design. We'll be able to use all this to help kids learn about Jesus and about how leadership works and strength works. So everything that we do here is really about teaching lessons through the horses and about even something as simple as wood. We'd like to thank Simmons Sawmill in Brownsville, Tennessee for all the rough cut. They gave us all the rough cut for free, so thanks, Simmons. Appreciate you guys, and we'll send you a picture when we're done.